the Axe offlane snowballing. In this game, you have a slow offlaner in the Tide who's going to buy auras probably, and your safe lane is a lot more, how to say, it's just slower with the Tusk Sniper. Sniper, not a particularly good rotation hero, not very fast. All right. Speaking of fast, he has boots, so he is fast.
Yes.
But he will get dewarded as Celery realizes where this ward must have been. Gives himself a nice little juicy 17 experience for himself and 2 teammates. And the bounty runes will probably be a 2-for-2 split here. Or is it 3-for-1? Actually, 3-for-1 for Gaimin.
The thing I like about this game, Cinderin, have you noticed that the mid lane is the lane we talk about probably the least because it's typically heroes we see so often fight against each other.
Right.
We're seeing Monkey King versus Earth Spirit. Now that's cool. Let's talk about that. And right now it's an Illusion Rune versus Earth Spirit. Who do you take in this matchup?
I don't know. I think Illusion Rune is quite good.
Is it?
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, it's Monkey King.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Yeah. Now I'm not excited anymore. I'm curious about this lane. Monkey King, generally speaking, crushes every mid laner, or every melee hero, sorry. Not every mid laner. But Earth Spirit is a little bit different in the mid lane compared to a lot of other heroes in the way that he gets CS. Boulder Smash does a lot of damage after the buffs that it received over time to creeps. I do expect BZM to lose, but maybe he'll be doing better than, let's say, an Ember would, right? I think this is more manageable. BZM's actually even going to play a little bit aggressively here. Until Monkey King gets level 3, this hero is not that strong. If you're tanking the creep wave as he is now, the Jingo Mastery is not a very powerful skill level 1. So BZM should be able to do okay in the beginning.
But he's getting Boundless Strike there, so gets a lot of his HP back. Dota2 we're seeing playing the Sniper in this safe lane. He's going to be accompanied by the old Tusk versus the Mag Disruptor. So another interesting lane.
Not that stereotypical of a Dota2 here. I'm actually surprised to see that he is Platinum tier on it in Dota Plus, because that,
Well, nice timing.
Needs more practice, I guess.
Oh my god. All right, first blood to Whisper. Great start for OG. That was actually picture perfect timing. Man alive. And it wasn't even a curse. It was actually kind of a prediction in a way.
It's so... To clarify a little bit, the way Dota2 generally plays for this team, this is not his first sniper game in Gaimin, by the way. He's played it a couple of times, but I wouldn't put it in his top 3 best heroes, for example, just because the style that this hero plays is a lot slower, stand back and deliver. Dota2's best heroes are really the ones that go into the fray, like Chaos Knight, Faceless Void, Weaver, get in there, soak up damage and push it and dish it out as well.
Monkey King to a degree.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen him play. How much does he play that one?
I don't know.
I think it's almost only Quinn when they pick it, actually. Dota2. I take that back. I think Dota2's played it.
I mean, we've definitely seen him play it, not at this tournament, maybe.
Yeah.
But, which, that's the interesting thing, because Sniper is a Quinn hero as well, right?
Yep. It's a flex for this team, for sure.
Why did they choose this? I mean, obviously, it's Monkey King versus Melee, but you're talking about that this is not as crazy of an advantage for the Monkey King.
It's a good question, because I think they could have put them vice versa, right? I think the Monkey King could have done well against Mag, and I think Sniper against Earth Spirit should be a completely fine lane as well. So it has to have something to do with pacing here, that Gaimin see a lot of value in having a mid hero that can rotate, like the panel talked about. When Earth Spirit is going to start making these moves to side lanes, you want your mid hero to show up and help, and that's not exactly what Sniper is known for doing. So perhaps that's the mindset. Or it is that, okay, when we pick Monkey and Sniper, usually the Monkey will not be able to go mid because the matchups are relatively tough, but this one is so good that this is a hero that can take over a game on Quinn. Seb in trouble.
Yes, he is.
Another
Gets the
anchor would do
Nightmare
it.
off, though. So we'll be able to walk away. Tomato. Gonna take a little bit of damage on the way out. But has that attribute shift at its ready. Of course, Anchor Smash, pretty damn good against Morphling because of the damage reduction being percentage-based. And Seb continuing to get harassed. Telekinesis back into the arms of Tofu. Stick, Brain Sap, he survives. And they might be able to turn this around. Blood Grenade from a ridiculous range. Tomato, Adaptive Strike. Down goes Tofu. So great bait from Seb. Ends up turning that around on the support for Gaimin.
Yeah, very nicely done. Squeezed as much out of it as he could. Just very kind of just leading Tofu as deep as possible so that the Morphling could come over and just finish the job.
That's more like it.
Yep, and
He will suicide to neutrals after.
Indeed.
Get the full refill. Now, water rune for BZM. As said, this mid lane, I mean, Monkey is pulling ahead, right? 28 and 11, but 20 CS on Earth Spirit, not too bad. It's...
Yeah.
I wonder if this lane would have been harder against Sniper, as a matter of fact, as it stands right now.
Yeah, I would...
Not sure.
Tough to say. Both are pretty not great.
Not enjoying life on the Sniper.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Well, not having an escape mechanism of any kind is a bit of an annoyance. Celery is kind of that for him. As Shockwave will connect, Dyrachyo, he's going to be found. Snowball a little bit too late. Celery now completely outnumbered on his retreat. Seb has made his way over. BZM also joining the party. And Celery will get destroyed to BZM. So OG 5-0 start. Trying to get revenge after falling behind relatively early in that game number 1.
Yep. Yeah, the difference between this and game number 1 is in game 1, they also had a good amount of kills, but were just losing on raw laning. In this case, it's just going a little bit better for OG overall.
They kill him again here. There's still 3 members.
Oh boy.
Rolling Boulder, not going to fully connect, but they still have the damage. TP coming in, it's going to be too late. Dyrachyo resigned to his death. Quinn gets glimpsed away. Oh man, well, he can go back to farming and say, hey, I tried to help out. But no kills come in the way of Gaimin at all. And that is a very bad death for Dyrachyo. He, I believe, TP'd in, so just going to have to make the walk of shame.
And he's going to continue to be abused in this bot lane now, right? Because like he's going to get there as a level 3 sniper against level 5 mag. I think, honestly, Seb can just nightmare him, and if they don't have the Tusk nearby to save, he'll just die.
Can we have, for next tournament, can we make this off-screen little picture-in-picture, say, walk of shame for this specific instance when this happens? Is a balance strike only onto 1 from Quinn. Telekinesis as Celery coming in to help take out Ahri.
Get on the board at least, but look who is back.
Oh boy. Level 3 sniper. You've seen this in your pubs before, and it's looking just as pathetic as you remember as Whisper gets the right click.
Oh boy.
7-1 OG in a favor here, but I mean, net worth-wise, that's not telling the whole story. A lot of it is going to be experience, and we talked about level 3, position 1 sniper right now.
All right, so you're used to suck in lane. What do you do as sniper now?
Go mid? I don't know.
Go mid! Oh no. You gotta go in there and lane against level 6 Earth Spirit. That's gonna roll on you and kill you instantly.
You'll miss the... You can dodge that, you know?
Oh boy.
Tofu, telekinesis onto the cliff. Celery, though, or Whisper, I should say, with the skewer. Celery trying to get out of dodge. Oh, nice.
We'll get glimpsed back, I guess. Nope, never mind. Ahri didn't want to go for that. He definitely could have, but might want to glimpse the healing salve instead in a moment.
Yep, Quinn showing up. Seb's going to get the Nightmare. Celery takes it off instantly. Tofu making his way over as well as BZM coming to the party. Jingu is going to connect, but the RP onto 3 heroes. Block grenade onto 3 heroes as well, even more important. Seb gets taken out first by Quinn, though. Glimpse out onto him. Gets another Jingu stack, but he falls in the end. 2 for 2. Lots of action early on as Dyrachyo, basically a creep at this level of the game, showing up, tickling everyone. They're laughing their way to the farm as Tofu gets skewered by Whisper, and now Dyrachyo tried to help his team, but he's just going to die again. Can he deny himself on the creeps? No, because he is a creep, and creeps can't deny other creeps Cinderin.
This will do just fine.
Oh boy. I don't know the last time I've seen something like this. Look at the discrepancy. It's a 2,200 net worth win for OG in their off lane. Mag has 5K.
Yeah.
Sniper's 2,700. I mean, if you take that lane out of the picture, it's going fine for Gaimin, but Sniper is not a good comeback hero. This hero is not great at jungling. I mean, you can stack and then shrapnel farm perhaps, but I don't even think those stacks exist yet. They have a double stack of the hard camp at the triangle at the very least. It's not.
There's no Morphling in the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tomato's chilling.
Good to know. Ace has also been chilling, we should say. He's top net worth on his team right now. Tomato is going to be spotted by a tree. Quinn is going to get adaptive strike off, and the snowball going to be able to connect as well as Ace gets a gush. Tomato in a lot of trouble inside the ice shards, and Quinn getting a very, very valuable kill for Gaimin.
Yeah, nice find. Big rotation, but they got to get something done somewhere else on the map. I think running back bottom non-stop is just a recipe for disaster. So at the very least now you take matters into your own hands a little bit. You will concede the bot tower. Don't know if Tofu should have even shown up here, to be honest. This is going to be another
farm.
Little snack for Whisper.
For Seb. Okay, Whisper.
Yeah, that's Whisper playing the Magnus. Not to be mistaken for Seb, who has probably played more Magnus games than Whisper has lived days in his life. But it is still him playing it nowadays.
That is, there's no way that's actually true, but point taken. Whisper finds a nice skewer onto Ace, gets off a Ravage, hitting 4 heroes with the Wukong's command from Quinn.
That was so
Boundless
close.
Strike, not going to do too much.
Oh boy.
The no kills coming for Gaimin, and now they're going to get initiated on by BZM. Gets off the Magnetize as well. Quinn's ult's about to run out. He's going to take a Brain Sap as a snowball. Focusing onto BZM, but Quinn is going to die. And Celery will be next on the list. OG just waiting out. I mean, that was a beautiful Ravage into Wukong's, but just not enough damage at this stage.
All right, I don't know if you've been paying close attention. What do you think Whisper's KDA is right now?
His KDA?
Yeah.
303.
803.
Okay.
Yeah.
8 kills?
Yeah. He's destroying the entire map with this early game that he just got. So he killed bottom. Now he rotated top and got this big team fight win for his team as well. And that's basically the entire map because mid lane has not been played by anyone in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
yeah, this is
Impressive.
He is delivering in this game for OG, and he's going to continue to do so unless Gaimin find a way to lock him down. Their heroes aren't particularly good at killing Magnus either. I'll try to find a way onto Seb.
Yeah, he's stuck inside the shards. Nightmares will eventually drop to the Boundless Strike. RP, though, finds onto Tofu. So they'll get some sort of collateral support for support as BZM kicking Celery towards Tomato. Ari making his way over as well, looking for a glimpse on a more valuable target, but might have to settle for the Tusk. And indeed they will. Quite the difference of game here, I have to say.
Yeah. This is not an easy game to play on Gaimin Gladiators, and we've not even unlocked the Fiend script yet, and we haven't seen Static Storm. So there's some big spells yet to come for OG to make it even easier. Nightmare on Nightmare action here. Everybody's asleep. Tofu will take the rune.
That's going to get some backup, though. Roll
he
in,
missed on him.
But Static Storm applied to the Monkey King. Ari trying some very valuable right clicks from below, and Quinn just horribly outnumbered. As now the grip comes online for Seb. Should result into the kill onto Tofu as well. So Gaimin just not able to get anything going for themselves.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And OG really starting to run away with this.
Yeah, Whisper feeling himself straight into the Ags coming up next. So we'll have that horn toss available. And I think OG with the realization here that this game is 5-on-4. Sniper cannot be involved in anything, so this is kind of similar to what Gaimin did last game, where they got ahead in the lanes and just started absolutely terrorizing the map against a Void that had no game. This time it's Gaimin Gladiators with a carry without a game. This time it's the Sniper, so Mac will just keep running rampant all around the map together with a support duo, finding pick after pick. And realistically speaking, for Gaimin to counterplay this, I think they have to Ravage. I don't know if there's enough in the tank if Ace isn't there. And if you're relying on your Tide to win fights 12 minutes into the game, I've got bad news for you. This hero's slow. It's hard to enforce that type of fight at this level of play. At the very least, they'll find a little skirmish onto Ari, so it's something, but not a particularly impactful kill to find with this big movement they went for. It's something. I mean, you got to play up here, right? Sniper's just on an island for the next, I don't know how long. Dota2 rocking the 0-5-0 score line.
Tomato spotted out. Gonna get some backup via BZM. Ravage just barely clips the Morphling, but that's it, as BZM has a haste rune, it seems. Gonna try to reinitiate as Whisper making his way over. Gonna focus on the Tide first. He is completely taken out of this fight now, as Ace eventually will drop first for the Gaimin Gladiators side. Nice glimpse on the Celery. That should be the second kill going the way of OG.
I like that attempt for BZM as well, by the way. If you noticed, he tried to kick the Tide through the trees to knock down the Monkey King, but didn't find the right trio. That could have been even better for the side of OG, but still, major victory.
Well, Maelstrom for Dyrachyo. That's
worth highlighting.
Step number 1.
He is now going to actually start having a little bit of a farming mechanism on his hero.
0, 5, and 0. A lot of viewers in the chat having PTSD with this one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Snipers in their pubs as the RP finds him. And that'll be death number 6.
Maybe a lot of viewers feeling like they could be a pro. This is how they play Snipe. All right, that was unnecessarily rude to Dyrachyo. Because again, this is honestly... Okay, hang on.
Yeah, hold your horses.
Whisper has no time for...
All right, puts Ace on the cliff. Very classic stuff. And the Static Storm now applied to several heroes. You can see Quinn just trying to brush it off. He's going to get snowballed, which actually cancels the grip. And Quinn gets off his Wukong's command. Whisper getting really low, but Nightmare to save him just a little bit. Another skewer, almost clipping all of them. But the damage is enough either way for OG. Ace still stuck up there, that fat, juicy watermelon. Finally, Whisper's reign comes to an end via Dyrachyo's right click. Somehow he does enough damage to kill something other than a creep. It's incredible, in fact. As Ace, this will take a while, but Tomato and company will claim the watermelon. 4 for 1. Rough game for Gaimin.
It is funny to see, though, that this is effectively now... Game 1 was Tomato, this game is Dyrachyo. Just both carries having atrocious conditions in back-to-back games, just on opposite sides, and it is really dictating everything. On the one side, you have OG with a Morphling who's second on net worth and is contributing a lot to these fights, just chasing down kills and having major impact, and the other carry just has to hide in the jungle and try to get back.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the offlane is obviously an incredible difference here with the Magnus getting those 8 kills in the early game. Just able to do this.
Oh my god, that was so close
Whisper
to triple cliff.
Dies to the assassinate here, otherwise he could have got out of there. Having a good laugh at that. It's like, oh yeah, there's a sniper in the game. 10K!
Yeah.
All right. Well, OG trying to keep us ahead of schedule here.
Apparently. I mean, last game was pretty fast for this patch as well.
It was like, what was it, 38 minutes? It took Gaimin that one. Something like that.
I don't know what the average game time is, but it feels like it's more than that.
OG trying to beat that record in this one.
Yeah, for sure. BZM, all right. Oh my god.
Beautiful.
RP onto 3 heroes. Waveform completely misses. Ravage to follow from Ace, though, actually doing a lot of damage. They're going to be able to take out Whisper and the Bane. As you can see, 4 heroes very low for Gaimin Gladiators. They try to run away. The Magnetize gets 1, make it 2. And BZM and company able to eventually clean up. It was looking a bit hairy for them, but this net worth lead is no joke. Ace stuck inside the kinetic field. Triple kill for Tomato.
I don't know if you're familiar with this phenomenon in some of your games. Do you know what I mean when I say sometimes everything is so... It's like... It's so perfect that you can't choose which one of the easy solutions you want to go for. And then you overthink it and mess up.
The waveform?
That's what it felt like there. They got a 3-man RP. All the heroes are grouped up. They could just roll in and full Earth Spirit combo them, but then they also could get a perfect skewer and a waveform. And they kind of botched their spells because it was all so perfectly set up by Whisper. But as you said, there was enough of a margin for error here that it didn't end up mattering all that much. But I think OG could have cleaned house there and not lost a single hero with perfect spell casting.
Oh, for sure.
When you hit that big of an RP there, Celery is a goner.
Yes.
But delay it.
Snowball into death. As Ace with no Ravage this time. Skewer from Whisper to the high ground. It's going to take a little assassinate action. As he now has the horn toss, ladies and gentlemen. The TI-10 special. Used to be the Shard. It used to be literally better as the Shard.
Is that fair to say that's the best shard there's ever been in the game?
That's a tough one. I'd have to think about that for a bit.
I think it probably is.
There might have been.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, I would, I'd say
That
the shard for
dictated-
Shadow Demon yesterday that gives you the ult for free is pretty damn
Radiant's
good,
top
I would say.
tower is under attack.
That's still way worse, honestly.
You think so?
The Magna Shard dictated a TI. Think about that. That's a quite powerful shard.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
you're probably right.
Is under attack.
Just really have to think about this one. I don't want to commit to anything, Synderin.
It's very Synderin of you. To
I guess you're
go
rubbing
through
off
all
on
of the
me.
options there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 12k lead for OG. Haven't really looked to go for the old Roche yet. But now that it's on the bottom side of the map, I'm sure they can take that without much of a contest from Gaimin.
Yeah. Most likely. I think the item Gaimin are waiting for is Quinn's BKB. It is actually complete now if he TPs back to base, because at the very least, if Monkey King can stand his ground and you can hit a fat RP and then maybe some good shards to keep them in the arena, maybe there's a chance to set up a fight that way. But the BKB is the absolute requirement. Now he's guaranteed to at least be able to stand. If he gets RP'd in the Wukong's command, he can still keep the arena running, because the problem he's had so far is that he's just getting glimpsed out when he ultis, or he's getting skewered out, he's getting kicked out by Earth Spirit, just tons of problems. So now he can stay put when he gets it off. Unfortunately for him, this lines up perfectly with Ahri picking up a Force Staff, so now, well, if you can't kick the Monkey King out of the arena, you can force your teammates out of it.
Dire's middle tower is under
The Aegis
attack.
in Tomatoes. I was about to say hands. Actually, Morphling does have hands, so that's okay. That's it.
Very, very low amount of polygons on those hands. Grip again. This time reserved for Celery. As you can see, the snowball, again, delay the inevitable. So Aegis on the side of OG. Let's see how much they can get with this. And with this kind of a lead this early.
Yeah.
I mean, typically it's second Roche is when you get the racks. This one might be a little earlier. Another glimpse fine onto Tofu this time. You were out.
Okay.
They don't need to layer things at all, Syndra.
That's all right. Whisper just wants to use the spells. I can appreciate that. He's feeling himself.
Radiant's top tower
Ever so quietly, by the way, BZM is 9-0 and 17 on the Earth Spirit, so having a wonderful game on that mid hero as well this time around. Oh, Whisper. Oh, that was not even close. All right. Very good. Did the math. Yeah, I think you're right. High ground is definitely a possibility early in this game, especially because you have Mag with Axe, right? So now you have a way of starting things off with a surprise pick that can snowball the fight. Only needs to be a little bit wary of the telekinesis precast. So if he sees Tofu, it makes it very easy. If he doesn't, well, he needs to be a little bit careful with getting too crazy. But
Radiant are scanning.
If Gaimin can just hold on, Syndra, a little bit longer.
then what?
Two of the best high ground defenders in the game.
Sniper
and Tusk. Yes, correct.
Yeah, Tusk almost has Axe. He just needs 4,140 gold.
Yeah, like I said, they have to hold on for that point.
Ace.
Ace gets quite low, but will survive. Tomato, though, gonna take out Dyrachyo with ease. Turns into Monkey King. Quinn's gonna pop the BKB. Ravage comes through. It's gonna be enough to take out Whisper, though, but Quinn ends up dropping anyway. 3 for 1. Make it 4.
Is under attack.
And Ace, the only survivor for Gaimin, and they're gonna start losing some buildings now.
Yeah, Dyrachyo made the mistake here of trying to deal damage. Got skewered and died instantly. And Whisper here got cancelled mid-RP here by the Ravage. Otherwise, this is just a clean 5-0 fight. But at the very least for OG, they get, or for Gaimin Gladiators, they get 1 return kill and save their tide. But this is obviously still a terrible result. 4 heroes down. They lose tier 2.
Well, the good news for Gaimin is their death cooldowns are very low, Synderin, because it's so early in the game. They can actually defend.
I really have rubbed off on you. Old
great.
Fan would have called GG.
I mean, no comment. No comment.
Gotta look at the positives. You won game 1.
Dire are scanning.
That is true.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As BZM gets an Octarine core, that is Very good item for Earth
Yeah,
Spirit.
it's so good on this hero. We don't see this hero played very much right now, especially... I personally do not find it to be a support hero in this patch most of the time. I think this is a core, so I'm very happy to see it played by that as that by OG. But his build is very straightforward and very standard. The Kayasanj Blade Mail Octarine was the build when this hero was a popular mid the last time around. Maybe a Shiva's in there as well. Definitely showing it can still work.
Whisper gonna find the tree. The Conda there, you saw that a little bit earlier from Tomato, doing a ton of damage. Spear Missile applied to Tomato right now. We'll pop the Manta though as Ace gets snowballed, so gonna survive a little bit longer as BZM trying to hound the back line as Ace eventually is dead. Now Celery stuck inside the kinetic field, the illusions basically okay. The Conda explosion, 41-10. 25 minutes in the game. Grip. And another
with
death.
the Sentry Ward for Vision.
Yep, easy.
Cute little play there in that corner.
Takes out the cheese taunt. Very lore-friendly taunt for Bane. Everyone knows that he's lactose intolerant, so the nightmare is cheese.
As I've learned today, for you the nightmare is tea, actually.
Yeah.
You said a sentence I don't think I've heard in my entire life, which was, I hate tea.
Yes.
That's a very uncommon opinion. I think nobody in chat will agree.
Literally no one?
Ah, okay.
There's going to be a few people.
Somebody will say it and not mean it. That's basically internet culture, right?
Okay. I mean, I'm guessing you've never seen Ted Lasso, because the famous line from that show is, tastes like dirty water, and I agree.
Dirty water?
Yeah.
All right.
Great show, by the way.
Oh.
Sure
Just like this game.
Heard of it. This game is a great show.
Yes, it's a good allegory.
For OG.
It is a good allegory.
Excuse me?
Okay.
It's a good what?
Allegory.
Is that a word?
Yes.
Allegory?
Yeah. Isn't that a word?
I mean,
Please tell me you're not
your
trolling.
English is actually better than mine, if that's a word.
An allegory is a story poem.
Oh, allegory. You didn't say allegory. You said allegory. It's like,
an allegory.
Is that a form of algae? Like, I don't understand.
This game is
Enunciate.
filled with algae. Quinn is in trouble.
It's off the BKB. Boundless Strike. BZM is in a lot of trouble, actually. Gets punched into the air, and down he goes.
Okay. It's the start of something.
A glimmer of hope from Gaimin. They need to do that 10 more times to get back in this game.
Sep.
4 versus 5 now.
Oh, that's a good...
Static Storm. Is that going to be enough to save Seb as Tomato going to the back line? RP comes in as well. Already 2 dead for Gaimin. Wukong's command is going to be no more thanks to the skewer, but the Ravage there into the double Boundless Strike. Whisper's going to fall. Tomato looks to be next. Gets off the Hurricane Pike. Waveform through. Spirit Vessel still applied as Quinn trying to get some right clicks, but no. He falls first. Tomato triple kill now. Focusing on the Watermelon Man. The Conda applies as well as the buyback from Rubik coming now. Is Tomato on the high ground trying to TP out? Will be fine.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
I mean, valiant effort for Gaimin. The fact that they can even find a draw is very admirable. Just getting that initiation. To be fair, they also got a free kill on Earth Spirit without any OG heroes nearby to protect him, so that was, for all intents and purposes, kind of a 4v5. But they strung something together despite their sniper just more or less getting one-shot by Morphling in that fight. There's still a little bit in the tank with the other spells combining, but the advantage is just borderline insurmountable here. And you'd imagine BZM will not be making this mistake again. Rather, he will be finding a tide and kicking him down to the Waterman.
Oh boy.
Water on water action. Melon versus Polygon, and the Polygon is stronger.
That's right. Well, it's tentacles.
Sorry,
Polygon.
you know Polygon's a word, right? Just making sure.
Well, if you
Or do you mean
pronounce it...
Polygon?
Yeah, if you're going to pronounce it like you're having some brain damage issues, then sure.
I said allegory.
No, you said allegory.
Whatever.
It's allegory. Okay?
Whatever, man.
Get it right, Cinderin.
Yep, okay.
Second language English noob.
Yeah. A fucking idiot.
Sriracha has a Shadow Blade, by the way.
Yeah, it's good. He can run from his responsibilities to carry this game.
Really looking like a pub now.
Yeah.
Sniper feeding, Shadow Blade farming.
There isn't really anything better to do, honestly. I don't mind his item build whatsoever. It's just one of those games. We all have them.
Oh,
Quinn is having one right now as well.
Oh my goodness.
He gets gripped. He is getting very desperate for farm, so we'll start taking risky farm out on the map, leaving the safer farm for the sniper, and somebody's gonna get caught when you're playing in this circumstance.
Shadow
Will be
Blade.
the Monkey King. Yeah, he's trying to...
Oh.
Sep.
That.
Yeah.
That.
They are looking,
Dyrachyo TP's
and they are
out.
not a finding. Close call, though.
That Shadow Blade really working wonders.
Yeah.
Buy that in your pubs today. You know, that used to be the item. I like how I bring up Dota 1 as if it's even remotely relevant anymore. It's been over a decade. That used to be the item in Dota 1, Synderen.
Yep.
People have gotten a lot better since
Fun
then.
fact, in Dota 1, this item was actually called Lothar's Edge.
Lothar's. My God.
Lothar.
Lothar.
Yep. Lothar is an allegory for...
You know, if you have a stroke one day, I won't even notice.
This
with all
tea
these
is actually really good.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not surprised you hated it, because it's great. Thank you, Kelly.
Is that an allegory for something?
No. We have a tree being glimpsed. He will be KB.
Yes, he will.
I'm not going to let him jump, though.
Gonna get
BZM is on his
blocked.
tail. Okay, he's in there.
He wants to
He's
go in
really
very
in
deep.
there.
My goodness, gets off the magnetize, already at half HP. RP comes in, hitting several heroes with the skewer into the static storm, and the
Baby.
waveform finishes them off in style. It's gonna cost them the life of the Magnus, but that is well worth it. That was a disgusting combo. As Tomato gonna farm the sniper and get the rampage in the fountain. Oh my goodness, this really does feel like a pub.
This might be one of the shortest diebacks I've ever seen. I mean, Seb is just cracking up. I think Dyrachyo bought back and died within 1 second. He bought back while the Morphling was waveforming the tide. So he randomly ended up in the waveform and just got 3 shots.
A sniper.
Oh no.
Radiant's middle barracks
Well,
has fallen.
Tomato making up for the last game, that's for sure.
yeah, I mean, he's having a good one here. It's 26-1. Well, you're getting some quite ridiculous stat lines in this one, to be fair. Probably going to be the highest kills on a single hero in any game this entire event.
Yeah, quite possibly. Can he get 30,
26.
Synderen?
Tower has fallen.
Think he's gonna get 30 before this game is over?
Well, it depends if game and
Kick
tap
back.
out.
Ah, that
That's
looks
really
like
the
the
limiting
Aghanim
factor.
Scepter now.
Okay, everybody's to stone.
All right, Conda. Another kill for
27.
Tomato. 27.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
Feel like a dart announcer. All right, 27 is actually a very bad round in darts, so maybe not.
I wouldn't know. You go for, is 60 the highest?
No, that is 180. It's 3 times 60.
Well, 60. Okay, so there's 3.
Yeah.
You get 3 attempts.
Yep. That's why 27 is very bad.
I see. Very interesting. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
You're welcome.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, they found him.
Oh, Mr. Monkey
okay.
King. Quinn inside the static storm, gets off the BKB, focusing on Tomato. He gets on the outskirts, though. Double 4-staff, he's fine. As Quinn is not so fine. BZM will drop him real hard. An ace inside that kinetic field. The enchant used on Quinn, who just bought back, trying to have a last stand kind of situation here. BZM, nice nightmare from Seb. As Tomato really wanting those 30 kills. BZM steals one, though, as a pause comes out from Whisper. Okay.
That's a good voice line for this moment.
Some nice line. It's 56-14.
When's the last time you've seen a game with 56 kills?
Yeah.
And this is at 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of records in this game. 27 kills on a single hero. A total of 70 kills minute 33.
A record for what, though?
Most kills per minute.
In what time span?
In Dota.
Ever?
No. But in this tournament, absolutely
Your
most kills
claim-
per minute.
Well, yeah, in this tournament.
Not even remotely close. It might be most kills per minute in a pro game this year.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that's
Some good predictions from Synderen.
It would not surprise me. What is this? Is like 2 point something kills per minute, right? 2.1?
Sure.
2.2 even. Go when ready. And Gaimin already.
All right, the only interesting thing left is if Tomato will get 30 kills, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a dieback onto Quinn if he's not careful, and he's not careful. He has died.
Oh, PGM is just not giving two shits.
Shockwave to follow. Tomato. Oh, that's 29. One more for you, Tomato. Go into the fountain.
Radiant's top barracks
It is a tide. It's going to be a little difficult.
30 bombs are a thing in CS.
Yes, I get them all the time, Synderen,
Yep.
and losses. Of course, as Ace is going to get a nice Ravage. He's all alone, though. Skewer back. They're not calling GG. Good sportsmanship from Gaimin, trying to give him that 30 bomb. And it is there. 31 and 13 for Tomato on this Morphling. Beast mode enabled.
And Gaimin Gladiators announced their team name in all chat. And it is over.